Ho, 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 and welcome to a very special episode of the Grunts and Grumbles show. We're calling it the very Denzel Christmas. A very Denzel Christmas.
Yep.
Your regular hosts, Vince and Tom, are here somewhere, but
They're a little incapacitated, maybe drinking, maybe...
They've been drinking. Tom made me a drink, and I hate myself. But it's okay. I'll be your host today with my friend Scott here. My name's Denzel Watson. This is very Denzel Christmas.
Scott.
This nigga Denzel.
Okay, and that's Dwayne. We got we're breaking protocols here. It's good.
Fuck protocols.
Okay. Sounds great. Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I finally met
Scott. my podcast nemesis, as I called it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've only known Scott through this podcast, but we've never been in the same room until just now. So
no, I think we met a while back. We're still trying to figure that out at one of Robbie's parties, but
I don't remember that part. I remember there's karaoke, but
yes. Then I
woke up, and then there was no more karaoke, and I was all alone. I didn't know what happened.
You're looking very festive.
Yes.
And speaking of festive, it is Festivus. So for the people who celebrate Festivus,
tell me more about that.
Seinfeld, the Festivus episode.
Oh my gosh. I haven't seen that episode in so long.
But you are aware of Festivus.
I am aware now.
Tom doesn't have a poll. Well, that actually came out the wrong way.
Oh my god.
I'm sure he does have a poll, but
yeah, we don't have to talk about it.
No,
not on this show. I don't even know what this guy is. He just left me with all these controls. I don't know what any of these buttons do. What's this one? Oh. I'm just hitting buttons now. This is fine. We're having a good time.
But you're looking very festive.
Yeah, no, it's
I chose to just represent
when I found out in the previous episode that there's going to be an episode with my name on it, I thought, okay.
Well, they've been pumping
nice for them to tell me.
it for like 3-4 episodes. So this is episode 37. So I think back from 32 to 33, they've been mentioning, you hosting this very Denzel Christmas.
Yeah, no, they sound like they're having a great time over there.
They're having a great time.
So what
actually,
this is, guys,
I think actually we got the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
I think.
Why do we have to sit here? And do a podcast while they're over there having
a good time? Yeah, and if you've ever had one of Tom's drinks, which if anybody saw the last episode, knows the effects, because I think it took me about 40 minutes to finish one story.
Yeah,
because
I'm drinking it right now.
Yeah,
and Merry Christmas.
Yes,
it's a nice little red Christmas drink.
Yeah, you'll probably wake up Boxing Day, just to let you know, because Tom's a tall guy.
Yeah,
his body mass is a little different from someone my size. So when he makes a drink for me, he makes it for himself, and I woke up 4 days later. So
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
whatever. This is my Christmas sweater.
I love it. Which I gotta talk to you, because heard a lot about you.
Okay, go nuts.
IMDb'd you.
Okay.
We worked on the same show, although not to the degree that I did. I was just doing some set dressing on King's Convenience a couple seasons ago or whatever. You're an AD.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the people out there, because a lot of people who watch and listen to the show, these guys will drop movie acronyms, and they won't specify as to what certain things are.
Like AD.
I know what an AD does, and I'm not saying I'm better than anybody, but tell everybody what an AD does, because I think it's incredible.
ADs, in my opinion, stands for assistant director, and that's exactly what they do. They assist the director, they assist the crew, they help everybody out.
Because some people think there's a direction aspect, as if you're behind the camera or anything such as that, which isn't the case, correct?
Well, yeah, we're behind the camera. We get like the tiniest bit of creative input.
Yes,
which is nice sometimes. Like me as the third, I get to decide where the background, all those background actors you see, I'm the one designing that. And it's a good time. I enjoy the job.
Can you talk about what you're working on now, or no?
I think I mentioned it last time. I'm on Handmaids now. So I can't say
it's a great show.
But it's a show I feel safe on.
Yeah.
It's COVID testing us 3 times a week, and it's nice to be on the show with some money.
I used to live down by Yorkville many years ago, and Margaret Atwood was my neighbor.
Get out of here.
Yeah, she lived around the corner. Yeah.
Did you ever have a conversation with her?
Oh, many times. Actually, her and Joni Mitchell lived on the same street, so it was quite the.
Wait, where was this?
This is in the Yonge and Bloor area. Or sorry, B Avenue Road and Bloor area near Yorkville.
Okay, so it was here. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I had many conversations with and it was funny with Margaret Atwood. She was, when you knew who she was.
Yeah.
She just had this little bounce in her step, recognizing, because a lot of people, they may read her books but don't know what she looks like and so forth. So when you walk by and say whatever, and at that point, because I forget when she wrote *Handmaid's Tale*, how many years ago, but I had moved out of the area since. But very nice person, but a great book.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what's
going on?
What's
going on over
Welcome
here?
our first guest to the show.
Hey.
Welcome to Grunts and Grumbles.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. It's nice to be
know
here.
this guy.
I'm not even. That camera's not set up properly.
Should I try to?
Let's leave it.
No one
it's
watches,
not about me.
No one watches podcasts anyway.
A lot of people watch it actually.
Oh, really?
More people are
to tell you
watching
the
it.
truth. When you see 234 views, 233 of them are mine. I just try to get a little confidence in the guys.
He's got like 17 accounts that he's just watching YouTube videos.
I play the podcast on loop. I don't even listen. The volume's all the way down, just to help.
Yo, don't say this on here, man.
Shoot, Vince, you all ready for Christmas?
I mean, as ready as I'm gonna be. I don't know. I got my shit together. I don't know. I'm just going to my dad's for Christmas Eve dinner.
Your landlord?
My landlord.
Your landfather?
Landfather.
My
land daddy?
Land it. No,
You don't call him land daddy?
no, nobody should call anybody that.
Okay.
Okay.
Got a little silence going there for a second there.
I'm like, yeah, that's
Just
a weird
saying.
name.
I don't know.
Land Daddy.
So how's the very Denzel Christmas special going?
It was going along.
Oh,
swimming
did I
till you got
interrupt?
here.
Oh, okay, I'll get out of here.
No, it's okay, because you're drowning out the sound from the guys in the back.
It's
But then
loud.
we realized actually you were just the loudest person because
I'm not.
no noise in the background.
It's not me.
No, the
probably
noise-
Danny,
it's
right?
true. The
It's
noise
Danny.
has gone down.
Yeah.
Significantly?
We're literally trying to talk.
Maybe I'm having like a great conversation over there.
Yeah, maybe.
And
It's okay. I know all
That's
the
not
people. There's no such thing as a great conversation between you guys.
sure, because all the fucking Mensa over here. So we got the smartest man in the room.
I mean, yes.
What he lacks in height, he gained in brain.
There you go.
So he should be super smart, but he's just a realtor.
I am very cerebral when it comes to certain things. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, well, I'm just gonna exit. I just want to see how it's going.
don't
No, you want me to
exit.
stay? Okay, I'll stay.
Hey,
yeah, stay.
It's weird.
tell me-
It's weird in the guest chair.
But we got to get you in the shot because
Okay, I'll fix it.
I'm
You guys
one of
talk.
the few that have chose not to wear a festive shirt because I was.
oh yeah, let's
But
check out.
we
can
got to
point the
show.
camera
We
at-
got to show your shirt.
Can we point the camera at Vince's shirt? You can, but
Well, yeah.
there
Look
it
at
is.
that. Now that is classic.
Now for
So,
our listeners, it's the Home Alone poster, but it's Post Malone in the middle.
So
and the
Denzel
caption
got
is
me this shirt actually.
Yes.
Malone. That I got you the shirt.
You got me the shirt. I bought the sweater. You got the shirt.
Oh, I thought I got you the shirt.
No, bro. You don't remember what gift you got me?
No, I don't. I just remember you got this. I remember when you showed me that you bought
Because I
this,
showed
and
you
I was
the
like,
sweater.
yeah. Okay, it was a
I
sweater.
bought the sweater.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Danny, take off your coat. Stay a while, or you got the chills.
There's 17 coat hangers. You
Just
can
drop it off on the couch like everybody else does, man.
Every
Who
time,
brought this guy
every
here?
time Danny's in the same room,
He's
with me,
so loud. I
always
hear.
yelling
It's
at
like
me.
he's talking into the mic.
He's always yelling at me. I don't understand what I did.
Danny, just take off your jacket. I don't care. Get out of here. He just got here too. He's not even drinking.
I got feelings.
I'm beers deep right now. That's all.
Beers deep.
I'm fucking many beers deep.
I believe he's a realtor in Brampton. Beers
Beers
deep.
deep.
Beers deep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's got the board.
My man.
My man.
My man, Denzel.
So yeah, Christmas stuff. I'm going dinner and lunch, and then I'm gonna just drink my sorrows.
What's a Christmas movie you have to watch every year without fail?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Elf and
You
Christmas
love Elf.
Story.
Yeah. Christmas.
Good.
Story. We talked about this.
Yeah.
Fucking Christmas Story. It's okay.
My top two are Elf and The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. I literally just watched that.
The Grinch Who Stole Christmas?
The Jim Carrey one?
You just watched that? That thing's like 12 years old, isn't it?
Dude, I said I just watched it literally before I came here.
Oh, okay.
Like
okay,
the credits
chill,
started
chill.
rolling, and then you're like, all right, come do the podcast. And I'm like, all right, here I come.
So
We were watching Jingle All the Way before we
when
came here.
Oh yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
When The Grinch Who Stole Christmas came out, so me and my mother-in-law, we don't get along.
Okay.
So living downtown, I go to the Cineplex at Manulife. Walk in, and I'm like, can I get a ticket to the mother-in-law that stole Christmas?
Oh my goodness. And then
Classy dude, this guy.
Yeah.
And then
She was at her mother's for Christmas, and I was at the theater.
Smart.
It's a good time.
That's good.
Very good time.
There's a great Netflix show, like what's it called? The Movies That Made Us.
Oh,
they
yeah.
have
Okay.
one of the Christmas movies that made us, and they have an episode for Elf and an episode for The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nice.
Yes, very
And I
good.
watched them both, but the one for Elf was really cool because
yeah.
it was like basically a movie that had like no budget and
It had no budget. It had fucking Will Ferrell in it.
They almost were not going to make it.
Yeah.
Until they brought in.
there's
oh my
there,
God.
it was like
Will Ferrell.
The director.
oh,
no,
John Favreau. Yeah.
John
John
Favreau
Favreau.
directed Elf?
Yeah.
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 That was his
That
second
was
movie.
Second movie, yeah. Because his
Ever.
first
That guy's
one
huge.
was
You guys huge now.
Yeah.
Money. No,
remember.
Money. What was the
Ballers. No, oh my god, I know which one you're talking about.
Directed something with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. We're never gonna say
It
it.
was
We
a
gotta
great
keep
movie.
roll on.
It was a great. Your money, baby. Your money. That was the saying in it.
Swingers.
Swingers.
Yeah.
Yes.
that's it.
Yes.
He directed this one?
Yes.
That was his
Swingers.
first, and his second ever one was Elf,
Elf.
and now he's
Yeah.
directing Marvel.
Which is crazy. And
Yeah.
like changing.
And he's like
Star
saved
Wars.
Star Wars.
universe. Yeah. saved
And
Star
if you
Wars.
notice the size of him, I think he ate everybody that
Yeah.
was in Elf. Just so you know, keep your finger on that
He
button.
loves it. He before we started this podcast, he was practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just wanted
I
to
was
make
like,
sure.
which one's the air horn?
He wanted to
He's
make
like,
sure
"We don't have an
he
air
was prepared for.
horn." Like, that's fine. Don't worry. I bring my own air horn.
All right, so this is the very Denzel Christmas special.
Yeah.
This is where we're at.
And that's why he's
We're drinking.
representing the holiday with this
Yeah. You named the episode
Very,
after me.
Yeah,
very-
what you wanted.
festive.
You asked me for
flyer.
this.
I just wanted to be.
You wanted a Christmas special.
You guys did a Halloween because understand, I love Christmas as much as Vince loves Halloween.
That's fair.
So
That's
when you
good.
guys
He
did a
must really love
Halloween
it.
special, I was like, dude, if you do a Christmas special,
Yeah.
I want to be a part of that. Please let me on the show.
And now it's your show.
It is.
Now
was
I'm
my show.
You're
I'm
in
a
the big
guest here.
chair.
I'm a guest
Yeah,
at this
I'm
thing.
in
here.
the big chair. Smells like Tom.
Does it
but
smell bad?
Smells like Tom.
Is it worn in?
Smells like Tom.
Tom Ford?
No.
No, and actually, he'd be a lot happier if it smelled like Tom Ford.
Well, you're in my chair. Do you feel taller?
Well, I'm afraid to check my hair. Let's just put it that way.
I don't get it.
Again with the button.
Vince, one day we're gonna remember our entire handshake. I can't wait.
We had like a 17-part handshake on this Tiny Pretty Things TV
Now
show we
put it
worked
on
on. Now on Netflix.
Yeah.
I haven't posted anything about it. Whatever. I don't post anything about any of the show I work on. I don't know. It's not, I'm not marketing.
Yeah, it's true. They're not
Am I in
paying
the
you to
marketing
advertise.
department?
They're not paying you to advertise the show.
No. I put what?
The show's terrible.
Okay, Danny says the show's terrible. We got a review from Danny.
I watched half an episode, man.
Oh god.
If you get your movie,
He's had half a Corona. Cut
He
him
needs
off.
to drink more. Go drink more. Get out of here.
He's not taking those back pills, is he?
Those hernia pills. That's what they are.
Gave him away.
we were supposed to
Don't say
start
that, it's
at
illegal.
3:00. Yeah, Danny just showed
No,
up.
no. Hold on.
He is South American.
We were supposed to start at 5. It got pushed. The call got pushed. You know? That's
Call
just how
gets
it goes.
pushed. I get. Yeah,
That's how it goes.
we
Me, I
get
would have
to.
been here on time.
Oh my
At 5,
god.
I had shit to do.
What did you
But
have
you
to
didn't
do
have
today,
shit to do
Danny?
at 3?
What
Okay,
did you
Danny,
have to
get out
do?
of here. Get out of here.
It's
Get out of
Christmas.
here. Get
It's
lost.
Christmas. What did you have to do?
Get out of here.
I had things to do.
Okay, I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do?
All right.
I'm
You know
gonna
what that's
swap
code
with
for?
Danny.
You know what that's code for?
Drugs. Oh, jerking off. Gotcha. Danny, tap in here. Danny, come talk to your friends. I'll be back.
Quote unquote friends. Let's not get that.
Air quotes.
Don't get it. Yeah.
Nobody uses air quotes anymore.
All right,
Hello,
Danny's
Danny.
in the house
Welcome
now.
to the show. I'm your
Danny
host,
was.
Denzel
What
Washington.
episode were you on, Danny?
The best one they had
That's,
so far
That's incorrect.
was
incorrect.
29. I believe.
Remember that I was the first guest they've ever had on this show, and that was their best episode.
Wait, which
So
episode
don't-
was that?
Episode 10. You know which one that
I
was.
was on episode 10.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
Vince. What episode was
We
I
need a
on?
reference check.
All right, whatever.
All right.
The point is,
that, yeah,
Oh,
your
no, I was
episode
on
nobody
episode
even heard
12.
of.
Sorry, I was on episode 12.
I was on episode 10. I remember.
Yeah, nobody heard of it.
Yeah, but that was
Just
just
so you know.
because of the
one
logistics.
heard of
So
it.
don't get cocky. You live in the building. They just needed someone.
I'm
they
just
just
convenient.
needed someone.
I'm
So
just
don't
convenient.
get exactly.
I was convenient.
Yeah,
It's okay.
You were their podcast booty call.
Doesn't even matter. I didn't even, you know what? At the time, I didn't even have headphones. They didn't have enough headphones for me, so I didn't hear the podcast until they aired it. I was just talking away from my.
That's
brother.
horrible.
That's horrible. But you know what?
But they made sure they had their shit together for me
Yeah,
because
they're
they
like,
know
we gotta
I'm
get ready for.
professional.
We gotta get ready
Yeah,
for
well,
dating.
they
Right?
speak very highly of you, Danny. Very highly.
They speak a lot of me, probably. Highly, I don't know. But I'm sure they've got some stories.
Danny, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
My favorite Christmas movie.
Hey, just so
I
you
don't
know,
know.
let me give you a little hint.
Maybe Die Hard.
Well, they technically
That is a Christmas.
just verified that movie as a Christmas movie because it was one of those one of those movies that was sort of just sort of lumped into Christmas movies because of the time of year, but it was official that the director stated this month that it is a Christmas
I
movie.
saw that.
I think it was always a Christmas movie because it's like having a movie. You make a movie in the 1820. It's a movie from 1820. You don't say, well, it's that time period, but
Yeah.
it's 1930. You're like, no, it was during Christmas. Everything happened because of a Christmas party
Of course.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
Christmas
it's
movie.
a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
There's
That's
no
the
debate.
same with
Can't
Gremlins.
believe it took.
Gremlins.
Gremlins
Oh,
takes
that's
place
another
on
one.
Christmas.
That's a good one.
It's technically a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It's absolutely a Christmas movie. They're,
By the
they're
way-
airing it now.
By the way, just
Yeah.
just so you know, don't throw water on Tom.
Don't throw water on
no.
Tom. Does he get bigger? Holy shit. 'Cause
That's terrifying. You'll never get out the door.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
why he doesn't stand near a microwave.
yeah.
I
I
don't
saw
know if
the
you know.
Hulk.
He doesn't have a microwave.
Don't feed him after midnight.
Don't feed him.
That's the rule, right? Midnight.
Yeah.
Those are good movies.
I've seen the Hulk, and I don't want to see Tom as the Hulk.
Well, Tom's one of those guys, like, he's talked in the past how he was in security in a doorman at a bar or whatever, but he's like a teddy bear. But he's one of those guys that you got to poke
Shaking
and
his
poke
head.
and poke and poke, and then once
Yeah.
the bear's released,
Yeah.
you don't want to be around there.
No, I've never had the
The luxury.
luxury of being anywhere near him whenever he's gotten mad.
I had a friend of mine who was like the nicest guy, and we were playing ball. I always played ice hockey, so we were playing. They need a couple guys to play ball hockey, and I've never seen him in this atmosphere before. And he was one of these nice. He was probably taller than Tom. I think he was 6'5" or whatever. Always smiling. Yeah, that was the joke about him. He was always smiling. Someone hacked him in the legs, and then you see him, and he throws up the finger like. That was once. That was twice. Anyway, this guy hacks him. I think it was the third or fourth time in the game. I never seen anything like it. He picked this guy up, and this guy was close to our size, maybe slightly taller or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He picked him up like a fucking rag doll and just kind of, and nobody said a thing. He just kind of fluffed him out like you were doing laundry. Like you're putting a sheet on a bed.
Yeah.
He just did like one of, like you remember Brian?
Denzel
Remember?
doesn't know, he still
I don't
lives
know,
at home.
you follow hockey when.
Did you say
when,
I live at home?
Do you remember
I'm just
when
fucking with you
you follow hockey?
a little bit.
Okay, well there was a time where there was a McCabe was a
I
player.
know who you're
yes,
talking about.
And Chara kind of
Yeah.
fling him around.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And that's what he did with this guy. And from that point on, after knowing someone for 30 years, I just had this different respect for him. And it was like, okay. But the way he just kind of tossed this, he just kind of put him out there and
Wiggle them around.
wiggled him around or whatever, and didn't even like look at him like because he did pick him up, it just kind of, and it was like a silence throughout the gym. It was an indoor ball hockey.
Yeah.
And then it just went from there, and nobody, like I think he got another 30 goals the rest of the game because nobody wanted to go near him because we had known that he had already. That Pandora's box was already open, so no one wanted to
Piss him off.
fucking be the next one to do something, even in error. to feel the wrath.
Yeah.
But I feel like Tom's that type of individual, always laughing and so forth.
Until you piss him off. Yeah,
yeah,
I don't
until
know. Have
you-
you ever seen Tom mad? Any of you?
I just met Tom this year, like earlier this year.
Never at me. I know he gets mad at
People.
life and people.
Yeah, but I've never seen. Have you ever seen him like lose it? I haven't. No.
Not yet.
I'm
Maybe
glad.
tonight's the night. We'll
I hope
find out.
not.
Yeah.
Well, too many hurricanes for
Yeah.
you. You might find out.
Yeah, I might find out. Tom made me this drink. It'll be fine. How are you celebrating this year? What are you gonna do? It's gonna be very different, obviously.
I'm gonna go to my dad's like I always do.
Well, you're South American, so you got at least 47 or 48 family members.
Yeah, but no, I keep it small, man.
Yeah.
It's just my dad. I go to my dad's on Christmas Eve. I'll go to my mom's on Christmas Day for like lunch.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
And that's my.
That's your
I'll
Christmas.
I'll go see my aunt because she's up. She lives in the same building as my mom.
Very nice.
So I'll go see that. But other than that, I just keep it.
Yeah.
Keep
This
it
year's
chill.
gonna be very, very different.
Well, this year it's like, yeah, you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to be chill this year.
Yeah.
Don't
I mean, I think
have-
I think Christmas to me has always been about like just chill.
just chill. It's the best.
Chill,
Just
it's
chill
your-
with your family.
it's your
Do
family.
nothing.
But I think this year is the time because of what's happened this year. Is the best year to reach out to individuals that that you can't see, or buddies or family members that are alone, just to touch base and
Yeah.
see how they're doing, because I think a lot of people are gonna have difficulty being alone. Not to bring the show down to a degree, but I think it's what we were obviously talking about. Some stuff that happened in the building
Yeah.
not too long ago. So
Yeah.
I think there's
But you
a
guys
lot
both
of
live
people.
in this building?
No, but I think there's a lot of people that are struggling this year. That need people around them. That
Yeah.
need that hug, that to be in. Like, listen to everybody laughing in the background, like, because that's what it's about. Even
Yeah.
if you're chilling to it, like as we mentioned, it's that comfort of knowing that you're with your loved ones, with
Yeah.
your friends, your buddies, your girlfriend, their family, whomever it may be.
Right, right.
And I think this year's,
It's gonna be tough.
if people get out of this unscathed this holiday season, 2021 is going to be a walk in the park.
Yeah, I mean, I think this year should have been an eye opener as society what
Yeah.
we do wrong and what we consider normal that shouldn't be normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's brought out the best and worst in people, I
Yeah,
think.
I think so.
I think if you were a good person, you became a better person. And if you were a bad person, like, and I
just
don't mean
stayed
bad,
shitty.
you just,
Shitty.
you just got angrier and
Well, yeah.
and I always use the analogy about like people holding open the door. You know what I mean? Where people, and then the people that never thank you or never give
Yeah.
you the finger if you let them in when they're driving or whatever. Those assholes became bigger assholes.
Yeah, I had a guy cut me off and gave me the finger. Like I was the one
You're
that
like, "Wait
did
a
something
second."
wrong. I was like, "You're mad at me?
You cut me
really?
off.
Like you came right beside me. You slowed down after cutting me off.
Yeah.
You slowed down just to give me the finger and be like, rah, and shake your fist at me.
When
Why?
I drive, I just don't make eye contact with
Anybody.
I don't care. Like, because I don't think I like to drive the speed limit.
Yeah.
I don't think people like that I drive
Yeah.
the speed limit or a
It
little bit
depends.
above the
Do
speed
you
limit.
drive on the speed limit in the passing lane, or do you?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
So then you're fine. I mean,
No, but some people still get annoyed. But like, I'll see them like come up and like pull up next to me and
Yeah.
wait for me to look. I don't look.
you know, like,
Focus on the
just
road.
Yeah.
peripheral,
Cruise
you're
control.
like-
Might put my
Yeah,
head-
because what is this actually going to do?
yeah.
When you
Yeah.
do the glance, like,
I'm like, would
I'm
you
gonna
do
remember,
that if you
you're gonna
were?
remember your face when I see you in a grocery store. Hey,
Yeah.
you're the guy that was doing the speed
You're the guy
limit.
that. Yeah.
Oh, I got a bone to pick with you.
yeah.
No, I'm not. That's my thing. Is like I'm not scared of anybody. Like
Yeah.
if you're doing that, you're not gonna do that to me in the parking lot.
Yeah.
You're in the safety of your car.
Yeah.
And I'm not a threatening guy either. Like I'm not gonna, but I'm also like not scared of you. I'm not gonna.
But as
yeah.
soon as you talk
But-
to them, because you've got that very mellow voice, like,
Yep.
I'm falling in love with you. Just to let you know.
Okay.
And,
That
and
happens.
I've listened to episode 10
Yeah.
probably about 37 times. Like, you're
30
my
oh,
you're my
that's a good
ambient
number.
noise. You're my ambient noise.
You're welcome. You're welcome,
Nice.
guys.
He just wanted to use that button.
You know the buttons though.
I
But
was
you're
practicing. I had like 3 hours because everyone was late, so I was just playing around.
Sorry.
So you're my ambient noise. You're like my whale sounds at the end of the
Great.
night, and then I just nod off, and then I look at my Fitbit the next day, and I'm waiting, and I'm like, oh, that's why it's an 82.
You
I
said
was listening.
37 times. To me, that 37 it triggers because if you ever watch Clerks,
Yes.
right? You ever watch Clerks?
I can't remember that movie.
No. So there's
But I
a
do
scene.
know this.
There's a scene in the movie where the guy Randall
Yeah.
is talking with his girlfriend, and a guy walks in, and she says something to the degree like, "Oh, something about snowballing." I think
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
something like that, right? So he's like, "Oh, that thinking that her friend was the one that like snowballed this guy."
Yeah.
So he's like, "How do you know?" She's like, "'Cause I'm the one that did it. Like he asked me to do it for him." And he gets into this like rage where he's like, "How many dicks did you suck?" And she's like, 36. Well, she's like, "Is that including me?" And he goes, 37, including you. And then she's like, "I'm out of here." And he's like, "Don't suck any dicks on your way to the parking lot." And there's a customer inside, and he starts walking towards the parking lot.
Oh, that's amazing.
Right? But that's why 37, because he's thinking of you, 37. It went to that movie.
What are
Why?
you implying, Danny?
He's got a man crush.
Okay.
Like, that's it.
All right. Well, Danny, before you go, I'm gonna ask you to go get Dwayne, but before you do, I have to ask you this question:
What's that?
Are you taller than Scott?
I
Yes.
believe he is.
Can you?
How
you show
tall are
me?
you? Why?
Can you
I'm
just show me?
5'6".
We're the same height. I think.
That's adorable. All right, go get Dwayne.
I don't know who Dwayne is.
The guy with
other
the
black
Calgary
guy in the
hat.
room. The other black guy in the room. Oh wait, there's 2 more. You're right.
I thought
The
there was only
loudest
2.
one. The loudest one.
I
Grab
thought
him.
there was only 2. I'm calling you white. In case
No,
you didn't
I got that. Just doesn't make any sense because
Because what?
I'm not.
Well, no, it does.
I mean, you are.
No, I'm not.
What are
he's
you?
South American.
South American.
Same
See?
shit,
They don't.
bro.
That's
No,
racist.
they don't consider
That's
themselves.
racist.
That's racist. And what
Don't
you
be
just said
racist.
wasn't racist.
It's fine.
Anyways,
I'll get him.
go get Dwayne. I can't stand that man. I can't stand that man. Every time I work with him on set, I'm just like, oh my gosh, Danny. It's always
Does he have
me
an
on-
off switch?
Yeah, no, he just keeps going. Even when he knows this isn't wrong, he just keeps going. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're the Energizer Bunny, same size. Well, no, not you. You're taller than me. His personality.
All right, here we go.
Gentle sirs. How is he?
Oh, wait, don't worry. We wiped down the.
Welcome, Dwayne.
I already been had this shit in spring. Oh, Aplauso. Hey.
What's your name,
are
sir?
You a Flames fan?
Yes, I am a flame.
You are?
Yeah.
Can we just say how thankful I am that sports is still a thing through this
Oh, yeah.
pandemic? That we
Yeah.
still have sports to watch.
I mean, marginally.
I'm just saying. I don't know what I would have done this year. If I didn't get to watch basketball or football this year. Those are the
Probably
two
would have
sports
read
I
a
watch.
lot more.
Probably, actually.
Probably, yeah. Might have been better.
Last night's opener, the Nets and L.A. was
Yeah.
a good game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I only saw the highlights, but
yeah.
Didn't even
I
see
think
the
that's going to
highlights.
be a good. I think the Nets and with
I think it's
Nash-
crazy. It still feels like the Lakers just won. And then
That's because they did.
That's because it literally just happened. We just
9
ended
weeks ago?
basketball.
Yeah. They actually
And now
they
here
actually
we
broke
are.
it. They actually broke it down to days. And
Yeah,
it
it's like
was
71 days.
71 or 72 days.
72
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's the
that
shortest off season of any sport.
any sport.
I just
Ever.
realized I have the worst voice out of the three of us. Like this guy's another beautiful radio voice. I'm
Amen.
I think
I'm
that
like cymbals in a symphony here. Like this
what you're
is
saying
not-
is Dwayne and I should just get our own show.
yeah,
and
I think so.
forget Vincent Tom. Like who wants to listen to Vincent Tom all the time?
I mean, we could even record here.
We can
Yeah.
use
We can-
Tom.
yeah.
We can use
Yeah.
Grunts and Grumbles equipment and make
Yeah.
our own show,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then have it be more successful.
We could talk about sports and anti-sports.
Are you in there?
Here you go.
Yep, you're in there.
Oh, I'm in frame. Oh, I wasn't even looking at that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot these motherfuckers got the cameras and shit.
Oh yeah.
I know it's people watch podcasts apparently. I thought podcasts was
Kids also watch video games, so I mean,
I forgot that happens. Too.
By the way, I played hockey a few times with Mark Giordano.
oh,
and
Where?
know his family. Yeah, it's when he was here in the summer.
Okay.
Not recently, but a few years back. Great
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, got it. A buddy who watches this. He's what I call a closet Canadian. He's from Ohio, just outside of Cleveland.
Yeah.
Hey, Craig, this is for you, buddy. Flash the hat. The biggest Calgary Flames fan. So I actually sent him an autograph from Mark Giordano, but I actually signed it as well.
I have autographed Mika Kiprasov stick.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Very good family, like Giordano. Very
You
good
could tell
family.
by how his demeanor in interviews in the locker room. He's a well-managed guy.
Well, they had hardships in their family. Sister who passed away and stuff like that. But he's a very grounded individual and just a very nice guy.
Fuck,
but
that's what you need in a captain.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
You don't need no flair and dash.
Yeah. No. Which I think is we were talking about it earlier because I'm a Steelers fan. So obviously the whole Juju Smith antics that have been happening.
I think that was the last meme I posted actually an hour ago. Was Juju coming out and saying, "Hey guys,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna stop doing that after speaking to my teammates." You know, you forgot the part where he got lit the fuck up and was left on his knees in pain.
Yes, and gave up a pick six.
Yeah, you know,
not a pick six, but yeah,
like he omitted some facts and omitted the fact that Tomlin was like, "Sit the fuck down, nigga.
Yeah.
Don't be doing that shit no more." Right?
So every time he did it, the team lost.
Well, he was doing it. He was doing it before, but there wasn't
there wasn't stigma to it as it is now. When you lose to the Bengals, bro.
And even before, and you know, I had friends of mine like when they lost against Washington, my phone was going off like a Christmas tree because it was like now you lose to a team with no name, right? Then it was the Bills, which
well,
respectfully are very good.
I was about to say that's a respectful loss.
Oh, very good.
Respectful loss.
We were talking about it, and
I'm a Bills
fan.
So.
Someone like myself who's been a diehard Steelers fan since the early '70s and have a hate on for the Browns, for the Bengals, the
division.
You know, within the division.
Hatred.
But even other teams, you know, that America's team, the Cowboys, and certain teams that you just dislike.
In your defense, everyone except for Cowboys fans hates the fucking Cowboys.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right. There was this last decade where it was like New England was like the resident hate team. Yeah. But you still hated the Cowboys.
Oh, of course, yeah, they were always.
But just nothing was going to happen, so you didn't care.
But I was telling Denzel, as someone who's even the Flames. The Flames were never a team, even though they beat the Habs in what was it 90? No.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that was in the 80s. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm dating
myself.
myself.
Like that's 88.
Yeah, when Fleur. Yeah, when Fleur. Oh, Lanny McDonald was in a hot tub with him. That sounds a little weird or whatever, but super nice guy.
It's normal until you throw a hockey player in a hot tub.
Well, we just happened to be at the same resort or whatever. Get in a hot tub, and then all of a sudden, this guy, all I see is this huge mustache. Super nice, but super nice guy. We talked hockey forever. But back to what I was getting at, the Bills. I was telling them is one of those teams where I never had a hate on. They were always they're just there. You know what I mean? They
weren't very good.
If anybody deserves to go to the Super Bowl and win, it's the Bills. I wouldn't be happier for Buffalo, or nobody could be happier, even if you're a diehard Bills fan, than myself.
Because the Steelers for me a very big hatchet for them. Oh yeah, 3 in a row,
4. Don't forget 4. Don't forget it was 4 in a row.
Ugh. Yeah, that's
them and the Vikings were.
And they'll never live that down.
No. You can't.
You went to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row and lost
to make
every
it
time.
Worse, it was the Cowboys was their undoing, bro. So it spurs the hate of the Cowboys even more.
Just to make it to the Super Bowl is already incredible. You do it 4 years in a row.
Like when you think about it, a stop clock is right twice a day, and you got into the Super Bowl four times and. You had that one opportunity, but even that game, as the infamous wide right game, but there were many drop balls by Hall of Famer Andre Reed, but there were a lot of intricacies into that loss, but it just came down to Scott Norwood's failed failed field goal.
But it shouldn't have been about the kick. It shouldn't have got to that point.
It shouldn't have got to that point. And sadly, it's on his shoulders, and then he turns into like the pet detective.
Oh my gosh.
Laces out.
It's a fucking great movie. Yeah. I don't care what anyone wants to say.
Now,
about Ace
speaking of movies, so you're in the industry as well.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what is
I
it
shine
that
Denzel's shoes? Actually, that's my job.
Is that what you is that what you do?
I come to work. Denzel, he's puts his walkie
payroll.
on, and he's like, "I need my shoes shine, and you need to keep people away from me today." And I say, "Yes, boss, not boss, boss." Get at it.
I made sure.
What is it that you do?
I work in special effects.
Oh, that's actually right. They did. Vinny told me because I said, "Please tell me what he does," because how does this individual post so many? What is it that he does? Does he like make some bloody face, like something coming out of a face, then walks away, and then the remaining 23 hours you just post memes on social media?
Close. If it has to do with faces or whatever, that's prosthetic effects.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, smokers, pyro.
Oh, that's right. They
like
said,
that,
you're good at smoking, which I could tell.
I think I've
actually enjoy edibles a lot more.
I've known you now, maybe 3 years? I mean,
3 years.
First season Titans?
First season of Titans, yeah.
Well, we obviously gravitate towards each other because there's not a lot of black people on
we
set.
were the only two black people on the motherfucking show.
Really?
Except for one set that guy.
That guy, one of the actresses was black.
Yeah.
Usually on film sets now, it's like,
her stand-in,
it's a rare thing.
Well, her stand-in was a black chick who was like bougie because she was like, I made it because I'm a stand-in. Whatever, she had that attitude. You know what I'm talking about.
I love that woman, yes.
You know what I'm talking about. And then for her stunt girl, they couldn't get a black stunt chick, so they flew in an Indian girl from fucking Vancouver to be her stunt double and blackfaced her. Oh, sorry.
But even before they got that double, and they needed a black woman to do some stunt driving, they didn't have one. So we black-faced a white stunt driver. Jesus. And it was so uncomfortable because I didn't realize they did it until I looked at her face and I was like, you're not black.
So from my standpoint, where I grew up, it was where the Rasta met the pasta. You were either black or Italian.
Vaughn?
So... well, in that area, I grew up Dufferin and Rogers. So I went to
definitely.
George Harvey. Yeah. A lot of my friends went to Vaughan Road. Whatever. Played hockey with. I mean, half our team was black or white or whatever. So when I hear things now, it's like did I miss something? You know what I mean? Like, did I miss something? Because, but from a movie standpoint, obviously, in front of the screen, it's a different story. But I'm just a big movie fan. I've been fortunate enough to happen to work on movies, whether it's extra work or set design. And I if it wasn't for a family situation, I'd be in the movies. I mean, I'm writing a screenplay, which has been ongoing for
you
like 5
got a movie face.
years.
You're very debonair in the face. You got
I don't know. Well, thank you. I'll give you the money afterward. But it's just something that I loved. And even when I was an extra, I just sat there and enjoyed what was happening.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people wouldn't want to get in that, regardless of your ethnicity or background, is to get into that, because I'm mortified what you just said about the blackface, and I don't think they're doing it disrespectfully. It's because they're in a pickle. There's really nothing unless they throw a skirt on one of you guys or whatever.
They actually offered one time. They actually offered to put the Starfire wig on me. It's like, Denzel, can you drive?
Yeah.
We just need.
I was gonna say,
you didn't take the double pay, son.
I was gonna say, I like you better.
I said yes. I'm like, are you kidding me? Give me a stunt. Give me a stunt credit.
And I realized why I didn't, because we met before, but I didn't recognize, because last time you had weaves, so that's why I didn't.
Had long pink hair. That's why you don't remember me.
But that's unreal, and it was funny because I just. Obviously, things have changed this year from a Black Lives Matter standpoint.
Things are progressing,
and I noticed even on TV where they're advertising film work and to get into it. Now it was funny because oh my God, why am I gonna forget her name? Because I even dated her briefly.
That's probably why you forgot her name. PTSD, bud. It's all right. You could talk
no,
to us.
no,
You could talk to us.
It was actually
You could
funny.
talk to
It's
us.
3 years ago. 3 years ago, last Saturday, I suffered a very severe concussion.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it was the one that kind of, sports injuries and some other things, and it put me over the edge. But my goodness, it's an annual festival every year. She was on the YNR, Young and Restless. Because I
only know one person off YNR, although my grandmother and mother watched that shit religiously.
She played Olivia.
No, that's that motherfucker that's now on NCIS or whatever.
No,
Malcolm,
not him.
The
No,
light skinned dude that like every mom, even
Yeah.
your mom, nigga. You call your mom right now.
Shamar
Moore.
Yeah.
Shamar Moore. He's the one dude. Every black child, male or female, knows that nigga because their mama was like, that tasty. Like my mom never had commentary, but I would look at my mother when that nigga came on camera. She'd be like,
I'd walk in the living room and the volume wouldn't be on, and look over at my wife, and then just be like this blaze, and I look at him and I'm like,
it is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
yeah,
It is what it is.
nothing you can compare to.
Back to the stunt thing though, it's like it's a safety thing too, wasn't it? What happened in the Deadpool sequel?
Oh, yeah,
that
was
was
It's
a
like
motorcyclist
you
got killed.
found a cyclist that looked like the actress, looked
Yeah.
like a black woman,
Yeah.
but she didn't have that much experience in riding a motorcycle.
Yeah.
But you want to.
Oh, is
you
that
wanna do the
that
black
what
thing.
ended up happening?
That's what happened.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So it's like
I can't speak to it.
Did you would it have been better to do blackface on a white person that knew
save
how
a
to
life.
yeah.
who knew how to ride a bike
save a
properly?
life.
And
So,
so but then it's I don't know.
Hindsight's
It's tricky.
2020 though.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, right?
Yeah, but that's sad because it was funny when I was working on Kim's Convenient. I noticed that there was quite a few black people on set, and they're going into season 7, so I was 5 and 6, just near the end, the tail end, doing some set dress, minimal work, but got to see
The
there was a
workings.
couple carps that See, I even know some of the lingo.
There you go.
There's like carps. I'm like, what is there? Fish around here? What the fuck's going on?
Carp doesn't even eat good.
But that's
Really
why,
doesn't.
like,
Don't eat carp.
when Vinny and Tom talk sometimes, obviously being in the industry, they get very comfortable and they throw it. That's why I'd asked Denzel. I know what an AD is, but there's people like they're throwing out, oh yeah, and I was working with his AD, and some people don't know these acronyms. Like I have a friend of mine that just wrote a financial exam, and then she was telling me about her results, and then throws out, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Bro,
like, yeah, I'm gonna go
two
for my
of my
CFP and my
best
ABC
friends,
and all
the
LD.
CFAs,
yeah, but
Chartered Finance Accountant
Yeah.
exams. Yeah, there's two of my really good friends. They're both financiers, like Bay Street dudes, and we're in a group, whatever chat group, and they start going off, and I'll open my phone up. I gotta check the contacts, right?
Yeah.
I'll be like, and that link is about finance. I'm out because like, they just start going micro, macro, this, and I'm like, nah, no, not my field. I'm never going to be in that situation. I'm not trying to learn that shit. Like every once in a while, they try to break it down to me. I'm like, yeah, I hear you. Do I understand you? No, but I hear you. That's
Hear the
what
words
matters.
coming out of your mouth.
now I gotta ask you, how many times has Mark banned you from Facebook?
Literally.
How many times have you been in jail, Facebook jail?
Facebook jail 2 weeks ago.
Yes,
Was
that
one.
I recall. Because
20
I thought, I actually called Vinny. I go, you didn't commit suicide or is doing a nickel out in Penetanguishene or something because I haven't seen anything from him in 24 hours. And no, he got banned.
Yeah, he got me on a 24 for the when your credit card gets banned and you get snowballed by the prostitute. Yeah. Snowballing is a technical term for when a woman spits your semen back into your mouth. If you didn't know. So
There are no buttons on. Yeah, the crickets. That's
Did
where.
not know that was.
I just had to bring it down. We were talking about loss of technical terms. I mean,
Oh my
so,
goodness. So anyway,
Remember when this was a family show?
Prior to
and
that-
Never a
YouTube,
family show.
remember YouTube used to Spotify, they used to carry the show, like all the Apple, all those places used to, and it was funny. You know, we just did a good thing, you know, where we raised some money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and blood drive. You know,
But you know,
I'm gonna be sending out emails.
Snowballs for the win, baby.
Dwayne's just trying to educate, just trying to learn you something, guys. Just trying to learn you something.
All right,
prior to that was I got suspended 2 years ago for double dick dude. This chick didn't believe me, so I was like, fuck it, don't give a shit. Put the picture straight up. Literally, it took 8 seconds. 8 seconds, and I was banned for putting up a picture of double dick dude.
Do you know that I have a buddy of mine?
Double functioning dicks at 9 inches apiece.
Okay.
All right.
Hanging and bagging. It was nice. Refused to do porn, though. Continue, sorry.
Is he a black guy?
No, a white dude, bro.
Can you hit that cricket thing?
Good Lord.
Tom, we're gonna need more buttons. We're gonna need more buttons.
Quick, favorite Christmas movie, Dwayne? Favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie? Oh, shit. Oh, my family never grew up watching Christmas movies.
Get out of
So,
here,
yeah, it's not, as a Trinidadian, we don't really, we just do Christmas big, but we don't do the North American sit down and watch a movie with the family. The family has come over, there's no TV, just radio playing pan
Yeah.
or parang. So you sit down, you're drinking, you're eating, you're having a good time, and you're talking to your family members. There's no TV, there's no subversive fucking, I don't like you, you don't like me, but you sit down and watch this shit together. If you have a problem, most of the times you end up talking it out over Christmas, cussing it out, however you want to term it, and you're going on so.
So this year, just you and your wife then?
Her sister and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be much smaller. Because I'm saying, like,
It's
with my
very
family
much
gatherings,
smaller.
my
Very
family
much so.
gatherings, it's literally like current 50 Jamaicans in a house, and we talk, we eat, and we watch basketball all day.
Yeah.
And basketball came back just in time for us to continue our tradition. But now it's like, it's only going to be like...
Yeah, normally we're at my aunt's house, and everyone gets it between like 5 and, say, midnight. You know, black people.
Why? But you say 3 o'clock.
We figured that out.
You say 3 o'clock, but they show up at 5.
My family figured it out. We
Or
say
6.
dinner. We say dinner starts at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
That's how we figured it out. And then
Nah, we still
everyone's
cooking
there
at
by
1.
6. Sorry?
My mom's still cooking at 1. It's like 3
done by
o'clock
1.
is when the food's done.
Everyone's done by 1.
Wow, you guys
figured it
are
out.
pointing it.
Denzel lives 8 floors up, and he was late.
I was not late. I was waiting for y'all to get here.
I'm not gonna lie. There was an accident on the 427. I skipped out quick. I saw that shit, skipped out, but then drove around to 3 LCBOs. 3 fucking LCBOs. 20 people deep at each one. That's when I messaged Tom. I was like, yo, I'm going to be late because I need to find a fucking LCBO. I'm not coming here without booze. And he's like, no, we got everything. I was like, oh. Okay, cool. I'll be there shortly. I was here 10 minutes after.
It's Tom's house.
But you know what? I would have never figured that the night before Christmas Eve, you know, at 6 o'clock, an LCBO may have a lineup.
Time doesn't exist since COVID, bro. I don't think of these things. There's no consideration. Like, my wife went to the LCBO earlier. She was back reasonably quick.
Yeah.
I kind of figured that.
Does your wife work in the industry as well, or?
Fuck no, she's a law clerk.
A law
At
clerk?
an injury firm, yeah. She leads the 9 or 8 to 4:30.
And after this podcast, she'll be reaching out to one of her coworkers or associates to bail you out or us out.
She literally separates like my social life from our relationship. She's like, this nigga's whacked. Like, that's why on Facebook I'm not married. I'm not fucking even in a relationship. She's like, I can't own you, nigga. Like, fuck. I can't have my family knowing that this is the shit you do. And I'm like, yeah, you right.
You know, some of your posts, I respond to the majority of them because we have the same sense of humor. But there are a couple where I actually have to take a breath, and I have to go back, and I have to think, how am I going to respond to this before it's taken down, before I'm thrown into this mix and, you know, thrown in the Facebook jail just by association.
Yeah.
But, you know, back to what you had mentioned, how you've been in jail. So I have a friend of mine that he plays professional hockey in Europe, and he was, you know, drafted in the NHL and blah, blah, blah. Never worked out. But regardless, they posted a picture of the team, and it was all the guys, and they were all bare ass at a bridge, and they were all looking back. Like, you know, like those girls, they do the they were doing it as a joke because of, you know, these girls, they'll do that, and people nothing.
Yeah.
They posted it. think it was about 20 guys. 19 of them were thrown into Facebook jail. I don't know why. Maybe he didn't have an account.
Yeah.
They were told to take, and it was a funny, innocent. But this is going back quite a few years. Now you can get away with a little more, but at the same time, I saw the picture. I even said,
now they focus
"Hey,
on words.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Yes.
One of my buddies.
Oh, you can't say D-bag.
No, he was just
thrown
in jail last week.
I said white trash. I said white trash.
And they jailed you?
Oh yeah, 2 days.
Wow.
For white trash?
Yeah, I have neighbors that are white trash.
So, shit.
yeah.
I mean, call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
And you know what? The sad thing is, people think that that's a black reference when it's actually about a card. You know, a suit of a card.
Yeah, a suit of a card.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I actually got into an argument one time because there was this old Englishman, and he was saying, "Yeah, it's blacker than Toby's ass." And this woman gets
what
in.
the fuck? I've never heard.
You never.
heard
Okay,
this
well,
before?
okay. Look up Toby Beer. You'll see a horse.
Okay.
Toby's a horse. So
And
you're.
it was a black horse.
You're on the carriage. You're staring at Toby's ass. So it's blacker than Toby's ass. Toby's the name of the horse. It was just a reference to the color of the horse's
Ass.
I learn something
Posterior.
every time.
Posterior.
It's like, whatever.
fine. That's
Blacker than
wild.
2 in the morning.
I've never
the
heard that term
darkest,
before.
It's the darkest
I'm
time
gonna
of the
start
night.
using it though.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, but you can look up Toby's Beer. Do it right now, and you'll see.
Can we do that as like with the eggplant situation where we're like that nigga eggplant black or like that's
Yeah, but eggplant's purple. I never got that reference.
Yeah, some niggas are that black they look purple.
On that note, Dwayne,
By
do
the
me
way,
a
I
favor.
have never.
Do me a favor and grab Rob.
hey Rob. Hey. Denzel's running away.
Is there a YouTube jail? Because I think we're going there. Who owns
Honestly,
YouTube?
Just bleep me.
I know every episode Vince is like, this is the last episode, but this might actually be. This could be the one.
Just bleep me. Bleep me.
No, it's
Robbie's coming
do
in.
Rob and then
Oh,
and
does
then
someone
Tom.
want to come in? Sorry, I don't want to hijack.
No, it's you. It's you.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's you.
Denzel, always a pleasure, bro. Fuck, I ain't see you on
I
set in
haven't
a
seen
minute.
you since the world ended.
Yeah. Well, did you go back to Titans?
Heck to the no.
All right, cool. Refrain comment.
Where are you? You're Expanse now. Are you in Expanse?
No. I did Expanse a couple years ago. No, I just finished Nightmare.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
So hopefully nothing signed yet, so I won't say the name of the show, but I'll be in space.
Nice.
So shit. I guess I just said I'm not Expanse. That leaves a very narrow window.
Yeah, it's like there's two space shows.
Hey, there's three.
There's two space
There's
shows
three.
in Toronto.
There's three.
Okay, but both of them from the same universe. Okay, cool. That's fine.
He didn't get it.
Right?
He didn't get it. Did you see the size of that drink?
I'm just jealous that I don't get a space show. I got to be outside all the time and not in the space
Yo,
show.
I did Gods last year, bro. Snow dressing all day, every day. All right, I don't want to hear no shit. Acres of snow dressing. I don't want to hear nothing, bro. A cow patty. We fucking had to snow dress a cow patty. Do you know how much cow shit is in a fucking cow patty?
I
Right.
don't.
Right.
Does Rob know?
Be glad you don't.
Rob! Rob, come take Dwayne's headphones away.
We need a fucking podcast police.
Oh.
You're going to have to bleep me a lot.
Oh.
All
You're
right,
just going to
guys.
have to edit me the
Let's,
fuck out,
let's
man.
welcome our next guest. You know him as
Vinny's brother.
Vinny's brother.
Older
that's-
brother, bigger brother. My
keep-
buddy.
Taller brother.
Here we
Taller,
go. Yeah.
taller,
here we
bigger,
go.
better. It's Rob.
Oh, I
everybody.
have like a whole crowd cheering for me.
Yeah, well,
Wow,
this
this is
is
what
filmed in
happens,
front of
Oh,
a
I
live
forgot there's
studio
a-
audience.
There's the
There's no
cameras
studio
around.
Rob, favorite Christmas movie?
It's so hard. Elf is always up there. I was watching Jingle
Who's
All the Way today. That movie's amazing.
Yeah.
And
Elf is
probably
great.
those two, I guess. I
Yeah.
can't think. Or
Is
there's so
Sinbad
many
still
too.
alive?
The ones you-
Oh, Home Alone.
I think so. That's a good
Sinbad?
question.
Probably.
Hey Siri, is Sinbad alive? She can't hear me. Oh yeah, she just told me his birthday. November 10th, 1956.
It didn't say what
Scorpio.
day he died, so he must be alive.
Yeah, there's no death date. Just the
Yeah. That's how you know.
yeah, that's the only way I know these days.
Exactly.
I think we're the same age, him and I. We're both. I think he's 65 like me.
Oh, yeah?
Not age-wise born.
Scott, you're not
65.
65.
Oh, okay.
You're not 65. Shut the heck up.
No, born in 65.
Oh, okay.
I'm 55.
I thought you told me.
Okay.
I thought you told me you're 65. I'm like,
No, I'd look good for 65.
Yeah, I was
I don't
like,
look
shut
good for
up.
55.
yeah.
Yeah, hey, you're supposed to throw a compliment my way, buddy.
we have a guest, Rob.
Yeah.
You working props now. What show are you on now?
Right now I'm working on Titans and a little bit of What We Do in the Shadows.
You're just double
what a
dipping.
great
That show's the best. I know. I
I
was so
haven't watched it
excited when
yet.
I got the call for it. You haven't seen
I
it?
haven't watched it. I love the movie, but I haven't
Okay,
seen the
you've
show
seen
yet.
the movie then? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So the show is really good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
amazing.
it's
Got a bunch of
hilarious.
Emmy noms. I was like,
yeah, it deserves it for sure, definitely.
The writing's fantastic, the humor,
Mm-hmm.
the acting, and then Clement. Oh my God,
Jermaine Clement.
Just Flight of the Conchords.
So funny.
Just a
Yeah.
great guy.
Tico Watiki.
Yeah,
he's
no,
like
of
one
course,
of my
yeah.
favorite. I don't know if I said that name right. I never say it right, but
No,
I'm
no,
pretty
no,
sure.
no.
I don't
that's
even.
right.
I don't even
Is it
attempt to
okay?
say his name.
Yeah.
I just go tight.
Yeah. Exactly.
Jojo Rabbit, what a fantastic
That was an
movie.
amazing movie.
Oh,
I had
my
no idea it
goodness.
was gonna be that good.
Oh, I was
watching it.
dying in the theater. Like I was
It's
dying.
just
Oh, you saw
so
it in
different
theaters,
and
eh?
smart and original.
Oh,
and it's just like,
Definitely.
It was. I would say it's about as close to a Wes Anderson movie that you could get, and then and I mean that in all. Like I don't mean to downplay Jojo Rabbit, but the humor and the acting and very deadpan and with the humor thrown in, it was just a fantastic movie. And anything with what the hell's her name that was in the movie?
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett, yeah.
she's fantastic.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
she's amazing.
She's getting that movie. That's it. And yeah, Tech is now taking over Star Wars world. You guys into Star Wars?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We were talking about the Mandalorian earlier. That
I
show.
I still haven't seen it.
No.
That's
Oh,
like,
you know,
it's one of the best shows on TV.
yeah,
man.
definitely.
It's so good.
Any of you guys Trailer Park Boy fans?
Oh yeah.
You know Randy?
Yeah.
A friend of mine sent me, and it was the Randalorian. So it's
Oh,
Randy
yeah.
with his stomach, and he's eating hamburgers
That's
with the
amazing.
Mandalorian mask.
Oh,
I was
wicked.
dying. I was actually
Oh,
gonna send it
yeah,
to
you gotta send it
you
to
and
me, send it
Amalia
to me.
because
Yeah.
you're the two biggest Star Wars fans that I know outside of
Exactly.
myself.
Nice. And Trailer Park Boys fan too.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw a great meme the other day with Ricky. He's like, I ain't afraid of no coronavirus. Those stupid fucking cars anyway.
Oh man, Rickyisms.
Oh my
as
god,
they
that was
call it.
I think that was my favorite one of all the.
Yeah,
Of all
I
the
had a
memes
friend
I've seen.
that worked on that show and just said that it was just such a great show to work on, and just everybody.
Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just. And it seems like sometimes you watch a show, like even J Rock,
Oh yeah.
and then you see him on Mr. D, and
Yeah.
you're looking at it like it's a complete 180 from the character, when he was like, and then you see him as the principal on Mr. D.
Yeah, well, I used to watch him on Jono Vision
Yeah,
back
yeah,
in
yeah.
the day too. I met him in the elevator at the CBC building because my dad's been in the film business for a long time and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. So who gets the most girls? You or Vince?
Oh, my wife loves Robbie.
If you guys don't know this,
Probably Vinny.
Rob likes to steal wives.
Oh yeah.
Okay, he's kind of my
take-
No, I
inspiration.
don't
her,
steal
take
them.
her.
They come for me. What can I say?
Oh, dude, take it. You know what? I have an extra key, where I have an extra key at the house, and you know the code. So
Oh no, I don't. But don't say it on the air.
But when we're done, you can do it.
Yeah.
What's your? So you said Elf. What is the your favorite? What are you guys gonna do for Christmas this year? Since it's so different.
Well, usually every Christmas we keep it pretty chill anyway, just like hanging out with my grandma and dad at
There you go.
his place. So yeah, having dinner. Nothing crazy,
I got a would you rather question for you.
All right, here we
Would
go.
you rather receive one really expensive gift and never receive the gift again, or give one really expensive gift and never have to give a gift again?
Definitely give the gift and never have to give a gift. Oh wait, but I like giving gifts. Hold on, that threw me off a loop. I didn't hear that.
That's
Okay,
you.
hold
As soon
on.
as you said that, that's you. This guy, is probably one of the nicest guys you'll
Yeah.
ever meet. He's
I
a
hate
giver.
getting gifts. Yeah.
He's a giver. He's
I
not
hear
a
that.
he's not a taker.
Yeah, this is giver.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Ask all his women.
I won't tell him.
Yeah.
I won't tell him how I know, Robbie.
Okay.
His wife knows.
Let's just say he brought me to a lot of concerts that I didn't have to pay for. So like, you know.
Oh my gosh, I miss concerts. I miss
Oh
concerts so
my
much.
goodness.
With
That's,
all my heart and soul, I miss
I
concerts.
miss concerts.
I think the two things that I miss the most this year, and it was funny because they were talking about Cineplex,
Yeah.
and their attendance was down 91%. So they're actually selling their building on Yonge Street,
Really?
and they're gonna sell it and then lease it back,
Oh, really?
which can be done. They're down 91%, and that's what I miss. I miss movies and concerts, and it doesn't matter if it's a big venue or just a small venue. These guys are out of control.
I know, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Hold it. Guys, Doug Ford's in the lobby.
I would run so fast.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We
really-
opened the can of worms,
I
man.
know, way to
Yeah.
go, buddy.
I really miss. Like I just feel like movie theaters are not gonna be the same when they open back because now like they're putting like all these new movies in streaming now.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman's gonna be streaming.
You're right.
See,
And
I have to see it on the big screen.
Yeah,
like that's just.
But
that's
there's
just
gonna
me.
be a lot of people that
Yeah.
I've been at home for 10 months watching TV. Like,
Why
why do I gotta
now?
go to the theater again?
I'll pay $10,
Yeah.
sit in the comfort of my home, or
Yeah, no.
$18 to.
When the movies opened briefly again, I went and saw Tenet like 4 times in theaters because I knew I wouldn't.
that was
be
a
able
great
to
movie.
see-
Anything by
see that,
anything
yeah.
by Christopher Nolan is fantastic.
that's-
And the other movie that I saw a couple, and I'm trying to think of the last movie. It was with Russell Crowe. I can't. He's sort of off the rails, and he's sort of taking it out on this woman that cuts him off. He's having a bad day. He kills her.
Oh, really?
I can't think of the name of it.
the-
But he was like huge and just looked so haggard, man. Like, I hope it was for the role, because if not, man, he's fucked. You know, it wasn't like Christian Bale putting on 50 pounds for a role, and then you see him, 4 weeks later, and he's, he's like in The Mechanic, where he's like 90 pounds or whatever.
If even, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your New Year? Before I get you, go get Tom. New Year's revolution. New Year's resolution.
How much is left in that drink?
I usually don't make New
There's a
Year's
resolution.
resolution. And last year was the first time I made a New Year's resolution. I was like, I'm just gonna work hard all year. I'm not gonna party. I'm not gonna go out.
And then you never went out
Yeah,
because
so you're the
half
reason.
of it came true, but then like I couldn't work for like three
so you
quarters
couldn't
of the
afford
damn
to
year,
party.
so, But then there was no parties to go to anyway.
Yeah.
So it ruined all my
it came
house
true.
parties.
So your
my house parties,
resolution caused this whole
you're like,
spiral.
I will never make another New Year's resolution
so
again. Just don't make one.
Forever, I will never make it. Survive is my only resolution ever.
Make it to 2022.
Oh, actually, you know what to
Just
do?
survive.
Say, I'm never gonna go to a concert. So hopefully it'll
Yeah,
work the opposite.
Offset.
Exactly.
No offset. Tom.
All right, I'll go get Tom for you guys. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Grunts and Grumbles. Grunts and Grumbles. Thanks, buddy.
Tom.
Are we just taking over? Like I feel like I know this
think
is your
so.
Christmas, but I should let someone else.
No.
No?
Tom's our last guy. We're gonna
I'm the
close
only
this out.
I'm the only sober one here, so
Yeah.
I
No,
better.
this is our
okay.
last one, and then we're gonna
Yeah.
go. Guys, you know this guy. You know this guy.
There you go.
The
Number
father.
number 69 on the score
That's
sheet.
right.
Number 1 in your heart.
There you go.
That's right. Hi, guys. I didn't abandon the show. I was basically entertaining the troops with fine drinking, food, and fare.
Which
Just so everyone knows, we all work in film and we all get tested all the time.
That's right. That's right.
yes.
We're all
So
tested this week.
because you had mentioned the food and that,
Yes.
whatever.
Thank you to Peg Rolls. They outfitted us with.
Great.
Again, a lot of people are feeding us back when we were mentioning them in social media.
Yeah.
What is a peg roll? So peg roll is pierogi stuffing inside of a spring roll shell.
Yeah. So it's
So
a
they look at the spring
fusion.
rolls,
it's a
it's
fusion of a
amazing.
spring roll and a
Have them
pierogi.
Have them tonight.
It was pretty great.
Yeah.
Big winner.
Thank you,
you,
Xenia.
Xenia, for all of it. Amazing.
And
I
a big contributor to our fundraiser.
Mm-hmm.
So I was waiting for Tom or Vinny to come in to discuss what happened last week. So,
right.
And it was funny. I don't know who I was telling the story to. So remember when I said it was a financial company?
Yes.
I didn't have my glasses on. It's IA Financial.
Okay.
So
perfect. They match the dollars.
They're matching the money till the end of December.
Perfect. So there's still time.
Yes. So we have raised close to $5,000 for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. The blood donor clinic was a success.
Right.
Actually, Marco, Amalia, Emma, Bree,
yep.
Sean.
Yeah.
Thank you very much
My
for
mom,
coming out. Your mom for entertaining
Yeah.
people, handing out swag.
Yeah.
The people that were down at the clinic.
Marco.
Yeah, Marco, who
Yeah.
is Vinny. We were talking, and he's going to be on the show.
Awesome.
And I
Great
knew,
energy.
I
Great
knew,
energy,
I
that
knew
kid.
when you guys met him.
Yeah.
That you guys were going to click. Like this guy. I don't know if you're a U2 fan or whatever. This guy is a big U2 fan. He's watched them all. Gone to see them all over the world.
Right.
And when he was in New Zealand, got called on stage by Bono, and he's got a video that's been 3 or 4 or 5 million views or whatever.
Right, yeah.
And he's told us he spent close to $100,000.
$100,000 is the short answer of how he got on stage with Bono.
Yeah.
What? Like for the ticket? Or
No.
basically
Just seeing them. He's
Following
seen them
them
30
around,
or 40.
spending that much money on
Like,
tours.
Oh, wow.
When I tell you everywhere, like everywhere, like so he worked at a local restaurant near where I live, and Rob and Vinny's father, because we live on the same street.
Right.
And his restaurant called Spaducci, great place, and that's where I met Marco. As soon as I walked in, we started talking. It was like, fuck, I love this guy.
Yeah.
Like just, he's got such an energy, and just a great individual. We started talking, and we're going on, and he was telling me he was a big U2 fan. So I told him, I saw them in like 1981 when they played Massey Hall. And,
Right.
I even sent him a picture of the ticket stub, I believe, because way before he was born. And so I'd go in there every couple of weeks and hoping that he was my server. I mean, he also does comedy as well.
Right.
He's got a YouTube channel and all this stuff. But he's just this energetic character. So when he said he was going to come out and donate blood, I knew that it'd be a great fit for the show.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where, he's got followers all over the world. He comes on this show, and it's a cross-pollination where he gets some of his friends from all over the world to follow this podcast and vice versa and whatever.
Yeah. It was an amazing experience. And I'm sorry you missed it, but I know scheduling was not always the best, and we had some rules to follow. But the way the room is set up at the blood center is there's like 8 chairs in a communal room, and all the nurses attend to you single-handedly. We had all 8 chairs of people laughing. Like, are you guys all together?
I could hear you guys outside.
Right? Like, are you guys all together? And like, we're doing this for benefit for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. This is our podcast, and they're like, this is amazing. They couldn't believe how much energy. If you're this funny in person with all of us laughing, what's the show like?
Yeah.
So we drew the numbers that way too.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. Just that little change in what we were doing.
Yeah.
Hi.
Actually,
I was coming
tomorrow.
to make a joke, but he was like super serious. I'm like, nah, I can't.
Yeah, you came at the wrong time. You came at a very bad time.
Even I have respect for
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. No, we were just just talking about the blood drive, and
He was like a comedian going to the wrong function, shows up at a funeral.
Right.
Hey, everybody! Oh, sorry, wrong entrance. Yeah, wrong entrance.
This finger sandwich just tastes like something died.
Hey, who died in here?
Yeah, exactly. But no, it was an incredible moment, and I would love to do it again.
And that actually, that was the feedback I got. So tomorrow, so I've donated blood multiple times. So I'm going to drop off gifts to the people at the various clinics.
Right. Okay.
Tomorrow, right.
Okay.
And I was gonna get some feedback from them and see what they thought, and then
Beautiful.
I was hoping to get an answer because I reached out to Lane, who was our liaison for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society,
Lane, yeah.
so I could get someone to thank from IA Financial. If it was anybody in particular where I could just send off a letter and say, hey, thank you for the match. I know it's generic. They're covering everybody's donation, but still,
more than I could have even thought of.
I wanted to create that conduit,
Right.
and then you never know down the road if we have another function or something. Maybe they'll get some people from their company to come out to our blood drive,
Of
or
course.
and
Of
sort of
course.
again, not to use the word again, but to cross pollinate and create I know
A
we're
bigger
here
network.
and we're saying this and we're saying that, and we're dropping the F-bomb every other word or
Right.
whatever, but at the same time we're trying to make people laugh, and we're trying to give back.
The testament is, and Denzel, you can see it. This was an idea that I started in July.
Yeah.
This episode is 38.
Yeah.
It's Christmas, so it's 6 months later.
Yeah.
Half a year. We've gone through a whole lot in a half a year, personally.
Yeah.
The thing that stays true, which is the most poignant but awesome, is how this show has evolved. And all the people in the room, I know it's noisy. It's probably the noisiest podcast we've had on this.
Yeah.
No kidding.
But the testament is, this is what we've brought together in the
course.
6 months of
Yeah.
the trouble, the turmoil, I don't know where I'm going to be tomorrow. I don't know where my next paycheck's coming from.
Exactly.
The consistency is we're keeping it in such a positive environment that even the laughter in the background shows how everyone's
Talk about a segue.
how everyone's welcome in our home. Everyone's welcome in our house, no matter where you come from, what your living situation is, where you came from. You're always welcome here, and we have a voice, and now you see it. I mean, I'm sure the shock was like, Denzel and Scott, this is going to be an awesome show, the beginning of it. But I like that. I like that people can come in and do this. This,
Yeah.
this wasn't.
We're having a good time.
This wasn't a
Even
rocket science
even
for
if
me.
Danny was on it.
Yeah, I mean, I would have lost Danny. If there's one person we could have uninvited.
Okay.
Well, let's put it
Danny's
this way.
on back
You know,
pills, though.
The only difference, see, Tom's on the 10th floor, you're on the 18th, so like he could be maimed from the 10th floor, where
Right.
from your house, he's gone.
It's a surefire.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
there's no
I gotta remember-
recouping.
You're right.
Yeah.
I gotta remember that.
So next time we have him back, we do the podcast on the 18th,
Go
and then
18th
it's like,
floor.
oh, the entrance, the exit's that way.
Yeah.
I have to move all this stuff up before we only have one elevator working tonight.
Favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie? Oh, thank you for pointing this because I've got a few.
Name 'em.
Let's say Christmas Vacation because everyone knows it. Christmas Story, Home Alone, Die Hard, Lethal Weapon.
Oh yeah, yeah, forget about that. Yeah.
We were talking about that. Like some of these
We keep
movies, if
forgetting
it takes place on Christmas, it's a Christmas movie.
And the one that no one knows, and I guarantee you, like, there's only a few handful.
Oh,
that
by
knows
the
it.
way, speaking of
Okay.
Lethal Weapon,
He always
Denzel and Danny are gonna fight outside by the fire hydrant later.
Okay, good
I'm
luck.
gonna drive over it if you make me one more of those drinks.
We'll bring it to the camera.
And they're just gonna fight.
I think
Okay, let's see.
I can just hold Danny's
Yeah,
forehead while he's just swinging at me.
But let me know if you know this movie because it actually was shot in Toronto.
What is it?
It's called The Ref.
oh, great
Right?
movie.
It's with Dennis Leary,
yeah.
Kevin Spacey, Judy Davis, and a bunch of other cast. And it is a dysfunctional movie,
Yeah,
but it's like Dennis Leary plays a cat burglar,
Cool.
ripping off rich people's houses in an affluent Nantucket neighborhood, which is actually Niagara on the Lake.
yeah.
And he gets kidnapped by the kidnappees in a house, and he's trying to now play the marriage counselor to these married couple who are just out of their minds with a kid. And he's trying to play both ends while the family's trying to have dinner.
Yeah.
In their curfew while the cops are trying to look out for him. Amazing premise. Great.
There's a
movie.
guy that fell off the grid, and it's too bad
Who,
because
Dennis Leary?
yeah, because Rescue Me, like I
Great
know
show.
he does.
He
some
does a lot of
things, but-
charity stuff.
Oh yeah, big, huge.
Yeah,
Sadly,
for
a
the
Bruins
firefighters.
fan,
Yeah.
but, well, his brother was a firefighter, I believe.
Yes, yeah.
And I know he lost. I think he lost some family members in 9/11. Sadly,
Okay.
don't.
I don't know
quote
that
me on
either.
But
I don't know
I
that.
know he was very big in
Yeah.
with
And
firefighters.
Rescue Me was a great show. I don't know if you ever watched that. The firefighters
But
post
but it's funny, that you mentioned Ref. That's a movie that was way
Right?
in the back of my head, and it's going to be watched over the holidays
Such a
because it
good
is
movie.
incredible.
Right.
Even if Kevin,
especially
Spacey's
if you have a dysfunctional family.
Yeah.
this movie like just brings it out.
I'm surprised I don't have it on repeat.
It's the airing.
It's just fucking playing in the background.
But
speaking
it is
of the functional
the airing
families.
of the grievances.
Oh,
it
yeah.
is a Festivus movie, right?
Is.
And it takes the tradition of the family wholeness of what Christmas should be.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, in my movie like buffness that I am,
Yeah.
I've never watched It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
I've never watched White Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the real stuff because our family was always.
Yeah.
My grandmother stole like the family's chocolates in the fruit cellar. When we were 8 years old, trying to blame it on us. As my parents and all of us trying to go to the relatives to give the gifts to. Now they're gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
That kind of thing you can't write. But I've always liked the Grinch too. I like the cartoons. I love the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I like the claymation
cartoons,
stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's what we watch every day. It was school was over.
Yeah.
The Christmas cartoons were on from 8 o'clock in the morning, and that's all you watched up until Christmas.
Yeah.
So
Snoopy.
Charlie Brown,
Or Charlie Brown,
yeah,
sorry.
just amazing. All those Garfield Christmas. It was just always there. Frosted Snowman. Like what's to you? I don't know if you've already addressed it, but to you, what's your go-to for Christmas?
The ones I watch every year. There's 3 I watch every year now.
Okay.
Elf.
Okay. Yeah.
Jim Carrey's The Grinch. I literally watched before I came here.
Nice.
And then a newer one, The Night Before, which is where the sweater is from.
The night
Oh, yeah,
before.
yeah.
Nice.
With Seth Rogen
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
And like that one's just like my fun, ridiculous Christmas movie.
Right.
It's like-
When they bust in.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but it's also like got heart too. And I'm
Well,
like,
yeah,
this
it
movie's
was-
pretty
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And then
Because they address every religion, everything in that movie.
Yeah.
It's just like a mishmash
it's so
of.
silly, but
Yeah.
so smart too. And I'm like, this is great.
Because
So
Seth
Elf movies-
Rogen always mentions Seth
Yeah.
always mentions that he's Jewish, so he I don't mean in the back, like I mean he's Jewish.
Yeah, it's not
And
hard to pick him up.
Well, yeah, it's got as he calls it, the Jew-fro.
Yeah.
But that movie was
it was a lot
over
of
the
fun.
top.
That's cool. I've never seen that one. So that's our trade-off. You can watch the ref. I'll watch.
They were
the
they were stoned in that scene when they went in.
I
With
think
that
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when is he in any movie when he's not?
Do you remember Gremlins though? Like, do you?
We talked about
I
it.
watched it. We said, I'm like, Gremlins is a Christmas movie
We actually
too.
said
I saw that movie in the theater.
Yeah.
I don't know how I got away. Like I was
we
young.
had fun at your expense. I said,
Oh,
yeah,
of course.
don't throw
He'll listen
don't
to
throw
it later.
water on don't throw water on Tom.
I'll
And then
multiply.
Danny's like, oh fuck, does he get bigger? And I go, yeah. Why do you think Tom doesn't have a microwave?
That's right. That's right.
This is the last episode of the year.
I want to say, you know,
Maybe.
we might.
we won't say that. We won't say that.
We
This is
might
the Christmas
yeah.
special. But we'll see what
Put it this
happens.
way, we'll give you some time to catch up. We know with the restrictions, we don't want to get anyone in trouble.
Yeah.
And honestly, we're not tonight. It looks like a lot. There's noises. Like sounds like we've got
We've
circus
all
tent of
been
people.
safe. We've all been tested.
yes. And that was the big point even with security. We have security to come in, so
Yeah, exactly.
they would flag us and say no, absolutely not. So we were actually going to do it live, but because there's so much red tape with even going live, we didn't want to get anyone in trouble. We don't want to lose this.
Yeah, yeah.
This is what we're coming into. As far as I know, what we want to do, we can still go interactive with the Instagrams.
Yeah.
And be a little more interactive with people that want to come in and ask us questions. We can be more direct. I feel like we're going to do that for the next couple of weeks, just until we know where we are, how are your holidays, and like
of course.
bring people up every once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Scott, you're up. Okay, so what'd you do?
Yeah.
Just because I think to lose the momentum, just to say, oh, well, we can't do anything anyway. Well, that's why we started it.
Yeah. Well, you
Right.
started in a downtime, right?
That's right. So momentum to me, I want to be able to at least leapfrog over everyone else that's slowed down, because now there's no excuses. Everything's been here.
Yeah.
There's no waiting for shipments to come. Oh, there's another microphone we're waiting for. We're like one away, one arm away.
Yeah.
We've got it all.
Yeah.
So now it's just a matter of like what Vince and I bring to the table, what energy we have, if we have any energy left.
Yeah.
I mean, people go places for family, for holidays. This year, I won't be. But, doesn't mean that it's not going to be included in some way, shape, or form for the show. So it might be the year, but let's just see. We might do another New Year's. These guys, I think I don't think, I probably won't have a bottle of liquor left.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Scott, you're gonna do the recap. Go.
Okay, so we spoke to Danny. We will actually we'll just bypass him. Who
That's that guy.
Who gives a shit about Danny?
He came in.
All right, I met Dwayne for the first time.
Yeah,
The
me for the first
meme
time. Well,
king
Yeah,
of
okay.
Yeah.
social media.
Of social media,
Super
for
nice
sure.
guy. Only
Yeah.
sad thing is he's a Calgary Flames fan. We talked favorite Christmas movies.
Right. Okay.
I got to meet my man Denzel for the first time.
Yeah, this is why we did it this
Yeah,
way too.
yeah, and I learned a lot about
Best
what
guest
an
we've
evening-
ever had. Well, the
Easy.
best guest.
The best
Yeah.
rated.
You
for
better
both.
throw
The best rated
better
for
throw a
both, yes.
plural in there, all
There
right,
was- there
buddy?
was a- there was a
I
plural
know
in
where you live now, eh?
Yeah, I live here with Tom. 2 bedrooms. This was fun.
This was fantastic.
I'm glad you
Again,
guys liked it.
thanks to everybody who donated. Thanks to all the listeners. What's your Instagram account?
You'll find me at Den Watson, DenWatson.
We had this conversation, and it's not the other one that was your dad's.
No.
Should we be
Vince-
following your dad?
everyone
Hopefully,
should follow my
is he
dad.
nicer than you?
Everyone should follow my dad. He's a great artist.
Amazing
Oh, is
artwork.
he an actual
At Den
like,
yeah,
painter artist?
yeah. Like I'll send you his
Oh,
drawings.
please
yeah.
do. I love art.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Monet's my man.
we got some Monets up in my parents' house.
Do you really?
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Real ones?
Like, I don't know. Well, probably not.
Probably
Yeah, probably not.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm like, I
I
should
know
sell
a guy.
that,
Hey,
right?
I know a guy.
Yeah. But yeah, you can follow Scott at
SJ Leone 07.
and follow the Grunts and Grumbles podcast. You probably are already.
Yeah, so if
Let's
you
hope
are,
so.
there you go. Get the word out.
Like,
you know,
share,
now
and
that
follow.
now that we're in holidays, now you get an excuse to catch up.
There
And
you
we're
go.
always going to give you content, but yeah, I mean, again, the blood drive was way more successful than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah. Thank you again
for first run.
to Xenia at Peg Rolls, John and Max and all the staff at the Queensway Californias, Nikki, Ralph, and their mom Gina up at the Woodbridge, California sandwiches, and again, a big thank you to Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly Hughes.
Wow,
Yeah,
huge
Amazing.
donation,
He was
$750, man.
Amazing.
Like that
Yeah.
was.
yeah.
Kelly, I fucking love you, even though you,
Thank you.
ruined my Smashing Pumpkins concert.
No, you didn't.
Well, she did, but thank you again. It was
Awesome.
yeah, what a great
Thanks,
time.
guys. And
2020 has been a year.
a hell of a year,
All
right?
the best. Let's just make it 21, guys. We're gonna be okay.
You know, the thing is,
We're
We're
gonna
gonna be
bounce
okay.
thing is, let's stop wishing. Let's start making more things happen.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Right?
Like we did.
That's what we're
Wishing
gonna do.
just becomes
We
envy.
know what it's like now.
Envy and
We're just
resentment.
gonna-
Yeah, so let's make it stronger. Say this is what we're going for. You can't hold
I
us
feel
back.
good about 2021.
Let's just do
I
it.
We're all
do as
gonna- we're all
well.
gonna
I
be
think it's
great.
gonna be
I think we're all
fantastic. It's gonna be a great year.
Awesome. I'm still waiting for my phone too.
I'll get you that. Everyone have a
Oh, I
very,
remember that. Yeah.
a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Happy
Thank you.
holidays,
Yeah.
Merry Christmas,
Thank
all
you.
the best.
Cheers.
I really have to pee. I'm gonna go pee right
You're
now.
still recording.
I know.
That's the best part of the show.
It's just a wild time today. So thank you so much for everyone. And we'll see you on the next one.